Section B, Grammar and Vocabulary. Question 18. Combine the following sentences with relative clauses. Who, which, whose, whom, as given in the brackets. Now we are going to practice 25 questions. Okay, so let's start. These are the 25 questions, and here is key for that. You can check here. So you can pause the video whenever you want. So let's start. I'm going to read the question and I'm going to dictate the answer also. So question 1. I often go to Mumbai. Mumbai is the commercial capital of India. In bracket the given which. Answer is I often go to Mumbai, which is the commercial capital of India. Second question. My mother is going to host a TV show on cooking. She cooks very well. Relative clauses who. Answer. My mother, who cooks very well, is going to host a TV show on cooking. Question 3. These sports persons are going to meet the president. Their performance has been excellent. Relative clause is whose. Answer. These sports persons whose performance has been excellent are going to meet the president. Question 4. Lenko prayed to God. His eyes see into our minds. Relative clauses whose. Answer. Lenko prayed to God whose eyes see into our minds. And now question 5. This man cheated me. I trusted him. Relative clause who. With the help of whom you need to combine the two sentences. Answer is this man cheated me whom I trusted. Question 6. Lenko was a farmer. He had unwavering faith in God. In bracket relative clauses given who. Answer. Lenko, who had unwavering faith in God, was a farmer. Question 7. The postmaster was touched by Lenko's faith. He decided to help him. Relative clauses who. Okay. With the help of who, you need to combine the sentence. Answer is the postmaster who was touched by Lenko's faith decided to help him. Question 8. The hailstorm came suddenly. It destroyed the entire crop. Relative clause which. Answer. The hailstorm which came suddenly destroyed the entire crop. Ninth question. The hailstorm ruined Lenko's crops. The crops were the only source of his livelihood. Relative clauses which. And answer is the hailstorm ruined Lenko's crops, which were the only source of his livelihood. Question 10. Lenko wrote a letter to God. The letter expressed his faith in divine help. Relative clauses which. And answer is Lenko wrote a letter to God which expressed his faith in divine help. 11th question. Lenko was a poor farmer. His faith in God was unshakable. And relative clauses whose. Lenko, whose faith in God was unshakable, was a poor farmer. 12th question. The people in the post office were generous. Lenko had no idea about them. Relative clause whom? The people in the post office whom Lenko had no idea about were generous. Question 13. Nelson Mandela became the first black president of South Africa. He spent 27 years in prison. Answer. Nelson Mandela, who spent 27 years in prison, became the first black president of South Africa. Question 14. Apartheid was a system of racial discrimination. It was deeply rooted in South African society. Relative clauses which apartheid, which was deeply rooted in South African society, was a system of racial discrimination. Question 15. The policy of apartheid was abolished. It marked the beginning of a new era in South Africa. Relative clauses which answer. The policy of apartheid was abolished, which marked the beginning of a new era in South Africa. Question 16. The people of South Africa elected Mandela as their leader. He became a symbol of freedom. Relative clauses whom? Answer. The people of South Africa, whom Mandela led, elected him as their leader and symbol of freedom. Question 17. Mandela was a man of great courage. His determination to end apartheid inspired many. Relative clause is whose. Answer. Mandela, whose determination to end apartheid inspired many, was a man of great courage. Question 18. The inauguration ceremony was held in Pretoria. Pretoria became the symbol of a new nation. Relative clauses which? Answer. The inauguration ceremony was held in Pretoria, which became the symbol of a new nation. 19th question. The young seagull was afraid to fly. He did not yet use his wings. Relative clauses who? Answer. The young seagull who had not yet used his wings was afraid to fly. Question 20. The mother seagull was holding a piece of fish. The fish tempted the young seagull. Relative clause which, by using which you need to combine the sentences. Answer. The mother seagull was holding a piece of fish which tempted the young seagull. Question 21. The seagull's father called out to him. His father's encouragement was crucial. In bracket, whose? Answer. The seagull's father, whose encouragement was crucial, called out to him to make the flight. Question 22. The mysterious pilot helped the narrator find his way. He, he disappeared without a trace. Relative clause is who. Answer. The mysterious pilot who disappeared without a trace helped the narrator find his way. 23rd question. The young seagull finally took his first flight. The flight filled him with joy, and relative clauses which. Answer: the young seagull finally took his first flight, which uh, filled him with joy. Question 24. The black clouds surrounded the Dakota plain. The clouds made the pilot nervous. Relative clauses which. Answer: the black clouds surrounded the Dakota plain, which made the pilot nervous. Question 25. The black aeroplane appeared out of nowhere. It guided the Dakota safely through the storm. Relative clauses which. Answer: the black aeroplane, which guided the Dakota safely through the storm, appeared out of nowhere. So we have completed examples 25. 25 examples we have completed. So you can see key for question 18. So you can take screenshots as you wish. Well, just scroll. Whenever you want, you can take screenshot. Okay. In next video, we are going to take question 19.